So you want to know the difference between a keto, low carb kind of diet versus your ultimate fit family plan. I'd like to discuss with you today the differences between a keto, low carb lifestyle versus living with your ultimate fit family plan. My name is LESLIEURBAS. I'm a registered dietitian and personal trainer and the creator of Your Ultimate Fit Family Plan, here to explain those small differences to you today. There are three main differences in between those diets, and that is what I'm going to discuss. The first main difference is that a keto, low carb, potentially even paleo type of diet really focus on limiting your total carbohydrate intake. Carbohydrates are the fuel we need for our body. Carbohydrates are what keep us going in the long run. Now, when we eliminate those carbohydrates, we deplete what's called glycogen, or long-form storage chains of carbohydrates in our muscle. When we deplete that, we lose carbs and we lose water, ultimately losing weight super fast. So a lot of people that went on Atkins diet a long time ago, or when you start keto, see a drastic result in weight initially because you're losing that muscle storage and you're losing that water. So you rapidly lose a massive amount of weight. Now here's the thing. If you were to go back and eat a ton of carbs, let's say you did it to lose 10 pounds right before your sister's wedding and you were successful, and then on the day of your sister's wedding you carb loaded, you could almost see a 10 to 12 pound increase in one day because you chose to add back all of those carbs, thus replacing the glycogen and the water in your muscle. Now, after we have lost that, a keto diet or a low carb diet, etc., then forces your body to learn you're not giving it any carbohydrates, that fuel, that storage, that go, that thing that gives us like, now I'm going to go do cardio, right? Instead, your body has to come up with another way to create that energy. So it turns to fat or potentially muscle to provide your body with energy. So you continue to see a loss because you're getting a certain amount of ketones out in your urine, or AKA fat parts out in your urine. I don't really like the way that term is used, but that gives me a best description. You don't really pee out fat, but that kind of helps to know that you're in a fat burning situation, which is where ketosis comes from. It means you're using fat for fuel, and we measure that from ketones in your urine. Keto diets, low carb diets, they kind of both live within that. If you're using just 30 carbs or less a day, you would remain in that ketogenic state where you're using that fat. Now, the thought process with that is that in terms of the ultimate fit family plan, you do not eliminate carbs. You keep them. You want to eat fruit? Eat fruit. You want to eat pizza? We eat pizza. You want to eat spaghetti? You eat spaghetti. So while you won't see that dramatic weight loss in that first couple of weeks, unlike the keto diet or the low carb diet, if you were to bounce back and go back to the way you were eating before, you wouldn't see an increase because your new way of eating is the way you're always going to be eating, not just some diet you're following for now to get you drastic results and meet that number on a scale. The second difference between a keto low carb diet and the ultimate fit family plan is that a keto diet is going to give you lists of do and don't. Okay, it literally says these foods are great, these foods aren't. Whereas your ultimate fit family plan says every food that you want to eat is allowed to be on your diet. So if you like to eat fried chicken, we're going to figure out a way to put fried chicken in your day. Not every day, but in your week, maybe in your month. Maybe it's something that you only have to do once every couple of months, but when you think about taking it out for life, it makes you cringe at the thought of following that diet. That is the difference between something like keto and low carb versus a plan like this, is that it's going to train you how to fit what you love into your diet and not make your diet become your life and you have to fit your life into the diet, okay? Totally different things there. The third main difference between something like a keto diet and your ultimate fit family plan is if you have young children, let's say under the age of 18, would you tell them you shouldn't eat carbs anymore, you should follow a keto diet like your mom? Probably not. You know how important carbs are, right? You know that they're fuel for your kids. You know they help them with their brain. You know all of these things. So you make your kids eat it. So now you have to follow a totally different plan than your kids. And maybe you're like, well, it's not totally different. I just eat the meat and veggies and they eat the carbs. True, but do you think eventually your kid's going to wonder why you aren't? And do you really want your kid at 16 years old or 15 years old or 7 years old to think, well, I shouldn't be eating the carbs because my mom isn't, and then stunt their metabolism for life so that way when their 20s, 30s, 40s come around, they're always checking out that scale. They're always looking at themselves like, oh, maybe I should follow the diet like mom did. Maybe I should try this. Maybe I should try that. Do you want to set your kids up in that motion that they're going to have to follow a specific diet as well? Or do you want them just to know how to eat healthy and learn how to live? That is the third main difference between a keto diet and your Ultimate Fit Family Plan. Your Ultimate Fit Family Plan is going to give you the answer of, this is how you diet and live, so that way your diet, everything you eat in the day, is allowing you the results you want, providing for your family, and helping you get that fit, tone, lean body that you look at the mirror twice when you walk past it and feel comfortable taking those pictures, and provide ultimate health for you and your family. So while keto does do a good job of eliminating the carbs in your diet and breaking down the fat in your body, it doesn't give to you the ultimate answer of how to do this for life. In addition, it does put a high emphasis on a lot of fat, and not always healthy fat. And we know that the more unhealthy fat we eat, the more we can cause heart issues or other things with our body. Another thing that the keto diet does is really eliminate all of your good, healthy carbs and fiber, which help to keep your gut in check, which we've learned a lot about, keeping our gut in check, as well as our intestines. Those that have a high diet in fat and meat typically are more likely to get some sort of type of colon cancer or colon issue. That's that large intestine. So when you pick up these diets, you also increase your risk of something else, whereas your Ultimate Fit Family Plan is going to provide you with the nutrition and the health needs of you and your entire family. Those are the main differences between a keto diet and your Ultimate Fit Family Plan. So if right now you're thinking, well, I just want to follow the keto because I want to lose 20 pounds in 2 weeks, you're definitely going to get the results of that from a keto diet and not from following your Ultimate Fit Family Plan. But in 6 months from now, when you want to add those foods back and you gain that 20, 25, 30 pounds back, that is something the Ultimate Fit Family Plan will not provide you with. It will provide you with a roadmap to do this successfully for the rest of your life. So the choice is yours. Lose weight fast and keep it off for a few months, maybe a year or two if you're lucky, or follow your Ultimate Fit Family Plan. Keep all the foods you love and get to your desired goals without ever having to sacrifice or say, Mom can't eat that. So those are the ultimate differences between a keto diet and your Fit Family Plan. I hope that was helpful. If you have questions or comments, please feel free to drop them below. As always, to set up a free assessment, click the link below so that way you and I can get started on your Ultimate Fit Family Plan today. Please like, subscribe, share with anyone and everyone you know so that way more people can get good results and stop following just a mainstream diet when it may not be what they're looking for in the long run. I hope you have a good, fit, and fab day.